we'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's complete. Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Charger first. There's Herbert finds Williams. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defend. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Davion Taylor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. first and 10. Herbert over the middle here to Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Herbert now. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 26. And he'll drop here to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Noah Fant.
Given 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Rager again. This time he's got him. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. An injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert will find Williams on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out harder and takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
The kicker.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. That is.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Herbert on 1st down now. And right side, Henry's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch him, you tackle him, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Running on first down, Eckler. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play. Caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the screen, this is Eckler. Yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 14, Eagles 7.
Kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7.
Eagles 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. Hurts fires it. Well, I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Complete.
Intended for Noah Fant.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Hey, good job, baby, good job.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, that's into the hands of Eckler. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz.
And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Still going. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Austin Eckler.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stopping that one short of a 1st down.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Moody. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's got it. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Hartley now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
At the Chargers' 25-yard line.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now we see Bryant yet to pop up. Still down following that play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
The 22-yard line.
So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The tackle by
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 31-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Pass. Complete to Michael Gallup.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here. Anything to seize that momentum back. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert now on second down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. first down screen pass, good for 5. Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys that can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now they try the right side here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds it.
Oh, it's fumbles it. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
And 15.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that would be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as on as the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down by 8. A little under a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
24 yards.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Intercepted.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one's over. It's in the